The following is a paid program by Carl Sterling. The content of this show is of Carl Sterling and does not represent the views of this station or iHeartMedia. Some of the information contained in this program has not been approved by the FDA, nor is it intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. Information hereafter is for general information only, and before considering anything discussed, you should contact your doctor or primary care physician. Your Health Matters with Carl Sterling on News Radio 570 WSYR and 106.9 FM and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Bringing the latest in health and wellness so you can get to the other things that matter. Here's your host, Carl Sterling.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Your Health Matters. My name's Carl Sterling, and we have with us today Elizabeth Bruce, my co-host. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing really well, really well. And of course, we have the one and only Dave Swanson. Dave, how's it going, man?
I'm doing awesome. How you doing, Carl?
He's our producer extraordinaire today.
Good morning, good morning.
He knows what he's doing. It's great.
I just press buttons.
Yeah, you do it at the right time, though, brother. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. Yes, today is a big day. It's kind of a bittersweet thing, but more sweet than bitter because of a lot of reasons. Today is the final broadcast of us doing this show. I have no idea what the station has planned for this hour from 12 to 1 in the future. Do you know anything, Dave?
I just press buttons.
Okay.
Okay, I honestly don't know. I really don't.
Well, in a minute, we have the founder of this show, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Dr. Joe Barry is going to join us. We got a couple things to talk about before we bring him on. The first thing I want to say is thank you. Thank you. You know, the mission lives on. Friends, we, in this final broadcast of Your Health Matters, you know, we go back, I think this is our 91st episode, actually. Okay. So we've talked, we've laughed, we've learned, we've grown together. And you have let me into your homes, your cars, and even into your hearts. So today, you know, it's not goodbye. It's a transition because the mission continues. You matter. Your health still matters to us. Your future still matters. The show is never about me. It's always about you. It's about we. It's about believing in yourself. And even when the world tells you to give up, it's about rewriting the story of aging, about redefining what's possible after a diagnosis of something horrible like cancer, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, neuropathy, stroke. Folks, there's always something we can do to get better, right? This isn't the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. So what I'd like to do right now is bring on a very good friend who you all know and you all love. And he is one of the most generous human beings in the whole wide world. He has helped me in ways I can't even tell you to really accelerate my career just by believing in me and, of course, sending a lot of patients to me. But without further ado, I want to bring on the founder and the creator of Your Health Matters, like about 10 years ago, I think he started, Dr. Joe Barry. Doctor, how you doing, man?
Good, Carl. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's really good to have you with us on our final broadcast. It wouldn't be right if you weren't with us, so thanks for calling in.
Well, it is a bittersweet thing to hear you going off the air. You brought, guest after guest from nationwide and worldwide. I mean, if they're involved in health, you've interviewed them. I mean, the list is just unbelievable. Casey Means. I mean, just, it's too long a list. Dale President, all these people. Your son, you have just unbelievable guests that you've had on. And your approach has always been helping people help themselves. And like you point out, this show may be going away, but the concept that people have to take charge of their health care is not going away. Look at the healthcare system we have today. It's in ruins. Mm-hmm. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on end-stage treatments, and we really are not addressing it. People need better information on how to do the basics, how to fix them, take care of themselves. And I don't know where they're going to get that now that you're going off the air. I was listening to a radio show yesterday, and it was a different channel. And, a channel that kind of is an educational channel on the FM band. And I said, oh, well, at least they'll have something medical on, something to help people to look at. And the entire show, the hour-long show, wasn't on your health. It was on how to help you navigate your insurance company if they won't pay for your mammogram or you get a copay for your colonoscopy. It wasn't about being healthy. It was about how to navigate this incredible healthcare system we've got. And with people like Carl are the future. People like regular medical practitioners, they're stuck in a paradigm that hasn't worked for 20 years. And they're not being shown a way out. Their livelihood depends on following the instructions from the insurance company and the guidelines. And that would be great. That would be fantastic if it was working, but it's not. So people have to look out for themselves and find places and find people like you. Your show may be going away, but you're still there at 5415 West Tennessee Street, doing wonders. You've got more equipment downstairs than Ford Motor Company has cars. Different stuff you have that no one else has. I mean, it's unbelievable, and that's not going away.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll say, Scott, first of all, thank you for that. And I worked really seriously, tirelessly to get these guests, and we haven't had too many on in the past few weeks because I just ran out of bandwidth. I mean, fortunately, we're growing, and downstairs we're really busy. We always have time for new people. I thought we were going to be starting a waiting list. Well, we're through that already because we figured out how to manage more flow effectively, where we can get you what you need quickly, get you in to see us, and get you out feeling better. But so a few things I want to say. Number one is, no, we're not going away. As a matter of fact, yes, we are at your in your building, Dr. Berry, which we love being there and hope to be there for a long time. We just got rid of a bunch of equipment in the past literally 48 hours. And it's stuff that when our new CEO came in from St. Louis, who you met the other day for our global growth team, and my business developer director, they were in, and we're talking about equipment optimization. And, it was hard for me to let go of some of these things mentally, but I'm thinking, well, we're not doing anything with the big old Smith machine. So that was out 2 days ago. We have more room so we can effectively use what we have better, including what I'm going to talk about later in the show today, which is a brand new group fitness program we're starting called Brain, Body, Bones, because you're going to be training your brain and your body at the same time. We're going to work on your bone density. This group fitness class, which you'll be able to sign up for, will have various offerings time-wise and days, but $25 an hour. Let me tell you something. You're going to be doing stuff you never knew you could do, first of all, in your life and in a group situation, socializing, having fun, gamifying, work on brain, body, and bones. So, like you, Dr. Berry, it's you put the people first. There are a lot of doctors out there who are putting insurance first. Insurance doesn't believe it, or believe in it, then neither does the doctor. What a horrible kind of business. That Hippocratic oath is right out the window with that, in my humble opinion. So you and I are of the same mindset. Elizabeth, you're the same mindset.
Yes, I am.
We just got to help people. It's people first.
People
the rest
first.
follows. Doctor, we got 3-4 minutes before a break. Again, thanks for joining me. I know you got some zingers up your sleeve today to, enlighten us. Have at it, my friend. Let's start talking.
Let's start with the basics, which is, and again, I got this from listening to the car guys yesterday. They're winterizing their cars. You have to winterize your body. The seasons are coming up. And yes, most of you go through life in some haze where the temperature is always 72 degrees inside. You never go outside, but your bodies are used to changing seasons, and you should respond to that. You got to get yourself ready for the upcoming season. Number one, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, there really aren't surprises. I mean, they're on the calendar. So, I got too busy. I ended up doing this. No, you have months and months to plan these things. And just a little bit of planning, you can get through the winter, the holidays, when most Americans put on 5 pounds, without doing that yourself. You got to look at your 4 things: diet, exercise, sleep, and stress, and ask yourself how you can winterize them. In terms of exercise, yes, I think that walking is just a fantastic exercise almost everybody can do. But it's going to get slippery out there. So you're either going to have to get a treadmill or walk in your home or get a walking stick, get those things that slip on your feet, that on your shoes that give you a better grip. And when I ask you people, what are you doing? What are you doing with these slippers? I got slippers on. It's right in the name, slip. The slip on, it's on the floor. You're in the bathroom.
I never thought of that one, Doc. That's a good one.
Stop with the slipping. You got to have good, either ground yourself or put on some good footwear, because every accident you take is going to take something out of you. Now, one of the things people say, I don't have time to exercise. Type in Dr. Zach Bush 4-minute exercise on the Google thing. Instead of chasing down all these things on X and on Facebook, spend 15 minutes. And this exercise only takes 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Spend 15 minutes feeding your brain. Do something that's quick, that gets you motivated early in the morning. Change how you eat. If the season's changing, your food should change. The problem is, go into Walmart, go into Wegmans, go into Aldi's. It's endless summer. There's there's papaya, there's kiwi, there's pineapple all year long. No, this is the winter month, people. We got to start, thinking about the root vegetables and, the stuff we stored up in the summer. But you shouldn't be eating, I love fruits and vegetables. Of course you love fruit. It's a sugary, processed, genetically modified, I don't know what it is, frankenfruit. You got to eat real food. And it's more expensive. Yeah. If you don't spend the money on your health, you're going to spend it on your illness. So change your exercise, change your diet, change your stress. If the holidays stress you out, figure out why and fix it. Oh, the family's too much for me. Okay. Change your family interactions. It's too much gift giving. You know what? Give something, give a calendar, give a book of the month club, give something that keeps on giving. I know the present that I've got for my family this year, it's not very expensive, but it's going to change every day when they use this device I'm getting them. They're going to think of me and they're going to smile. That's a pretty hard thing to find, but I found it. I'm not going to tell you now because I'm sure my family doesn't listen, but someone else will regret. Well, but I found the perfect present. Find that. I never give people, I give the same present to 20 people every year because I think it's something thoughtful, and I'm thoughtful for all my friends, and there you go. Do it, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Just doing something with someone, let them know you care. It's one of the 5 S's, my people. We'll talk about that later. But You've got to have a good social support. If you have everything else, but have no social support, no family, no friends, what do you really have?
Yeah, that's a biggie, Doc. Doc, we're going to go out to break. We're going to come right back and continue this conversation. I love it. Social is something we need to talk about today, too. It's on my list. This is Your Health Matters. And we have Dr. Joe Berry with us today, Elizabeth Bruce, Dave Swanson, our producer. Thank you, sir. On News Radio 570 WSYR. We'll be right back in a couple minutes. And we're back. Elizabeth, how you doing? What's on your mind today?
Not much. It's kind of a bittersweet day.
Yeah. Well, the good news is we continue doing this.
I know.
We have a little studio set up in the office, and all those go on YouTube, and then we usually air the audio here. We haven't been in the studio live since probably June.
At least.
Yeah, it's been all pre-recorded. So where you can go to hear these things as we continue to interview best-selling authors, leading researchers, medical people, and Dr. Berry, we're going to have him on our podcast, is to go to carlsterling.com. That's Carl with a K. And then just go to the podcast page, and then you'll see everything there in different formats. YouTube, Apple, and Spotify are the big 3 that we use. So with that said, I'd like to talk about a little bit about the science of second chances. The brain is very resilient. I mean, we see it all the time in our place, don't we?
Yes, we do.
People doing amazing things.
Yes. Things they didn't even realize that they could do again.
They didn't believe they could ever do it again. And then next thing you know, they're bopping up out of a chair without assistance. We have some tools that have been a large part of that. But the brain is resilient, and it changes when we challenge it. Right? So neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form and mold itself, it never retires. I mean, we've watched a 91-year-old man defy Parkinson's and dominate our, let's say, the balance beam on the relaxing board, which is a perturbation thing, right? A 4x8 board. A stroke survivor who I was just thinking of, bop up out of a chair, who had lost use of most of his left side, who's now down in Florida walking around in the pool, doing pretty well without assistance, right?
Yeah.
We have some people come in afraid of falling, but then we show them up when they show up, whether they're afraid of falling or they have tremors, they're scared. They're telling their brain they're not done living, but we've got to make things better. So what we do is give people the tools they need and the knowledge they need to fight back. Our Reaxing board, the Neuro Rehab VR. This is not just some kind of like Oculus. Folks, we have Oculus too. That's a $300, $400 thing. That's really, really cool. Neuro Rehab VR, the stuff there, that changes your brain. We have restored convergence. That's where your eyes can actually focus on things, and eye tracking with this, because it has a visual ocular training device in there, assessment device in there. We have people coming in who now their eyes track together.
Yeah.
Because this technology is designed to do that. Even if they're blind in one eye, everyone, 100% success in eyes tracking together. This is very important. The motion guidance laser pods, the smart fit and the H-amps reaction lights, the core and the balance systems like Planck Pad, Strongboard, and of course we have the ever so popular Newbie. We have so popular and so beneficial that we have 2 Newbies now, and they're busy all day. They're booked all day. So, and then we'll have Doc. We got to talk about this. The Echo Light scanner coming in, more accurate than a DEXA scan, gives a body composition analysis, a muscle quality test, and there's no radiation. So the cool thing about this, folks, is we're here to help you. It's not fiction. It's the science behind what we do that's going to help you. Are we great? No. We just get the greatest tools and we use them so that you can get back to your greatest quality of life, your greatest quality of movement and thinking, right? And if you're listening right now and you're wondering whether change is possible for you, the answer is absolutely yes. It is. Come in, visit us. Let's get to work. All right. With that said, we have Dr. Joe Barry. Doc, what's on your mind? Let's talk some more.
Well, who does? No one changes themselves. I mean, they do, either inspiration or desperation, but they need guidance. They need coaching. And people that are relying on what's covered by insurance, by the time something gets covered by insurance, it's old. It's not even new and impactful anymore. If you want to have real change, you've got to go to people like Carl that have these new and funky machines. Primary care, I don't know about the rest of medicine. Well, I do, but I don't want to comment on it because it's not my forte. But primary care, what I do, is dying. People are going to urgent care for their care. They're going to Google. They're going to Amazon clinics. There's no doctors going to primary care. It's all nurse practitioners and PAs. Right. And they're being so micromanaged. I got a note from the Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, we hired a company to look at your billing, and we have some comments on your house calls. I go, you're commenting on if you're going to comment on my house call, I expect you to just say, God bless you, sir. But instead, they're going, well, your numbers fluctuate. Of course they fluctuate. When you're sick and you need me to go to your house, that's when I do it. When you're well and don't need me, I don't go there. Would be odd if my house calls were all the same. But the micromanagement of this, the person's on the same drug, but because it's now January 1st, everything has to be authorized again. Nothing has changed. The prescription hasn't changed, but they haven't even changed insurance, but the authorization changes. Doctors are not putting up with that. They have no interest in that, and they're not getting paid well enough. Oh, we're getting paid great. But compared to the other doctors, we're the low men on the totem pole with the pediatricians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So therefore, you can't rely on doctoring. You've got to look at your own health and decide for yourself what happens if China has an embargo on us and people can't get their medicines. Well, we've got to do this. What about getting off the pills? Don't you realize that your doctor is just covering up the symptoms? I know, because that's what I did for 25 years. You got a headache, here's a headache medicine. Not what causes a headache. Let me give it a name. It's occipital neuralgia. It's the spreading depression of Leao. It's the migraine. But what's causing that? This is how I tell people to go to the cardiologist. Go to the cardiologist and ask one question. Doctor, how does statins work? 80% of the cardiologists will say something that's 20 years old and not true. Well, they work by lowering cholesterol. 20% of the cardiologists will say, oh, you're trying to trick me. I don't just follow the guidelines, I read. Statin drugs, they may lower cholesterol, but how they really work is taking care of inflammation. They're anti-inflammatory, don't you know? You couldn't fool me. But I asked that doctor, go the next step. Yeah, you see it's inflammation, but what's causing the inflammation? And in America, we've got 5 S's. It's stress, which is very difficult to assess. You could be President Trump and not feel stressed out. You could be a person that has no responsibilities, but be stressed out by something that you have no control over. But stress is a killer. Then you've got smoking. Well, that's obvious. That's easy. Everyone knows about smoking, but that's not even the biggest risk factor. Then you've got the new smoking, which is being sedentary. The average person in America, according to the last statistic I read, spends 15 minutes outside. And that's in places where the weather's nice. Mm-hmm. So being sedentary is a killer. But the 2 biggest things that are associated with inflammation are something that's easy to measure, easy to do something about, and that is the oil ratio, your omega-3/6 ratio, and your insulin. I mean, how many books have we read recently about inflammation in the body that's coming from the diet, etc.? But it's because our omega levels are off and our insulin's too high. And your doctor can measure those things, and you can take your own actions to make those numbers better. It's not really rocket science. It's just basic. Insulin high means carbohydrates are too high. If you have a blood pressure problem, we can throw pills at it, or you can say, geez, what am I doing wrong that my blood pressure would go up? And typically for all you people on 2 or 3 blood pressure pills, 1 or 2 things. It's either a salt and potassium imbalance, or you got sleep apnea, or both. And you don't know if you have sleep apnea. You can't judge by your sleep quality. You got to go get tested. Now, I'm not going to some strange place in heaven some guy put wires on me and sleep in the floor in bed. That's not normal sleep. Tell your doctor you want a sleep study in your home. They're easy to do now. And you find out if you have sleep apnea. You can be skinny and have sleep apnea. Mm-hmm. And then secondly is the other side of that, the sodium-potassium balance. It's not the sodium in your diet. It's the fact that your sodium and potassium are not balanced. And you can measure that at the 24-hour urine. You collect your urine for 24 hours. If you have more sodium than potassium, and most of us do, fix that and your blood pressure will get better. So this is not rocket science. This is basic stuff that you can get on the internet. You've got to be your own advocate. You've got to ask your doctor, will you do these tests for me? And they're going to say things like, you don't need it, or I don't know how to interpret it. Oh, yeah. And again, you have to advocate for yourself and say, listen, just do the test. I have resources. I can research it.
Exactly.
Speak up for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I had my fasting insulin done last December. Had to ask for it. My doctor's totally cool with that too. He's coming around and getting to be a lot more like you, proactive and offering more things. But the number was great too. So, but I didn't know about fasting insulin till I don't know a while, and then I had it done because I want to know, folks. We got to go to break again. So we're going to come back. We have Dr. Joe Berry with us today, the man, the myth, and the legend, and the mysterious guy out there. He's so cool. You just never know what he's thinking until he says it. And then it's always great to listen because he has so many golden nuggets to share, like these knowledge bombs he's sharing right here today on our show. So we'll be back with Dr. Joe in a couple of minutes. This is Carl Sterling. I'm with Elizabeth Brusa, our producer, Dave Swanson. Thank you. News Radio 570 WSYR. See you in a couple of minutes.
Let's be real. Life happens. Kids spill. Pets shed. And accidents are inevitable. That's why you need a washable sofa that can keep up. Our sofas are fully machine washable, inside and out, so you can say goodbye to stains and hello to worry-free living. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics, they're kid-proof, pet-friendly, and built for everyday life. Plus, changeable fabric covers let you refresh your sofa whenever you want. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa anytime to fit your space, whether it's a growing family room or a cozy apartment. Plus, they're earth-friendly and trusted by over 200,000 happy customers. Get early access to Black Friday pricing starting at just $699. It's time to upgrade to a stress-free, mess-proof sofa. Visit washablesofas.com today and save. That's washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation. One-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Oh, Lenovo.
Low energy, low motivation, low results? Don't ignore it. It could be low testosterone. Peter MD gets you back in control. Just a quick online assessment, a same-day video consult with a licensed provider, and medication from the #1 men's health clinic in America, backed by the most advanced telehealth and AI optimization technology in the industry. Plus, we offer the most affordable pricing with a price match guarantee. Go to getpetermd.com and start today. That's getpetermd.com, where technology, performance, and confidence come together.
Welcome back to Your Health Matters. Thanks for staying tuned in, or if you're just tuning in, thanks for just tuning in. In this third segment, I want to talk about stay connected, stay strong. All right. Before we do that, though, I also just want to mention we are starting up a group fitness thing. This is Brain, Body, Bones. We're going to be working on your brain and your body same time. Okay. You're going to have fun doing it. We have fun, don't we? Like crazy amounts of fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing what we do.
So we literally gamify everything we do. And people literally, within one session, almost every single time, move better, feel better, have, let's say, hope. And that's what it's all about.
Right.
So with the group fit classes that we're going to do called Brain, Body, Bones, Longevity Group Fitness, you can go to carlsterling.com. That's Carl with a K. You can get on there. It's on the landing page. You can't miss it. You just click on reserve a spot. And then you can pay when you see us, because I don't have prepayment set up yet. Eventually I will. All right. It's a one-of-a-kind program that is growing globally, and we're starting it here. All right. So we're going to work brain, body, same time. Now, remember, we have the newbie device. We are getting unbelievably positive results over 90% of the time in diminishing and getting rid of neuropathy, joint pain, muscle pain, all kinds of pain, helping with posture, helping with tremors over where we have people with essential tremors coming in, even Parkinson's tremors, where this direct current that is going to, let's say, give you, re-educate your neuromuscular system to work the way it was designed to move. So you move the way you're supposed to move instead of masking it with some other kind of thing. It is unbelievable. And then upstairs, Dr. Barry, his son, is doing the, we'll talk about it in a minute. I think it's soft wave, and Kyle's having great luck with that. So, we send people up there. He sends people down to us. We're going back and forth. And you know what? Sometimes that works better than ours, or ours works better. But we got stuff, man, in our building. We got the stuff between Dr. Barry and me. And then, of course, the new Echo Light, more accurate than a DEXA scan, coming to us by January. Now, I would like to just say a few thank yous, okay, because a lot of thank yous are in order. Number one, I want to thank WSYR and the people how I work very closely with during the last 91 shows, almost 2 years. Hunter Hillers. Hunter, you are the best. We love you. You've put up with me, let's put it that way. We have Tias. We have producer Kyla. And of course, producer Dave. There's only one Dave, and it's Dave Swanson. Thank you, sir, for always making our job easy here. Thank you.
Absolutely, not a problem.
Also want to thank our guests. Well, there's so many I can't. So I'll mention Dr. Bredesen. He's not going to hear this probably. Dr. Ray Dorsey, Dr. Judy Ho, Dr. Perry Nicholson, and everybody else. The one that felt like I landed on the moon, though, took me 7 years to get him to join me, with Dr. Robert Lustig. My favorite book is called Metabolical. And you know what? After that, I think I just need to stop doing the show.
Yeah, I know. That was your Oscar.
Yeah. The best guest, though, is Dr. Joe Barry, who is going to come back with us in a couple of minutes. I also want to thank somebody very special in my life. Her name is Laura Olmos. I'm thanking Laura because Laura has taught me so much about perspective on what really matters in life. This amazing lady 12 years into Parkinson's. She has her challenges, but I'm going to tell you something right now. She'll outperform anybody out there. I saw her a couple months ago down in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
She's outdoing me on everything. I mean, the girl could run, the girl could walk, she does everything. But this is a mindset, folks. The Parkinson's is not going to get to her. And when I think of her and how she talks about the value of living in the moment,
Yep.
that changed everything for me. Thank you, Laura. We love you. You're the best.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
You are a sweetheart is right. You're the best. So, without further ado, or as a former bandmate used to say, without further to do, Dr. Barry is still there. We're only going to have like 2 minutes, and then the last segment's yours. So, Dr. Barry, talk to me. What's up?
Well, Tom, I want to just, again, for the maybe not for the last time, hopefully, but maybe the last time on this show, remind people that you be very careful about what you're being, about who you trust. You know, what's the motive? What's really behind what they're doing? And look at this most recent documentary called An Inconvenient Study, because it talked about, they finally got the Dr. Zervos, one of the biggest and best known doctors in America, who was head of the Henry Ford health company. You know, it's a big organization as Detroit. And he was very famous because he found that there was lead in the water. And one of the people someone went up to him and said, listen, will you do a vaccine study? You've got all these records. Will you please do a vaccine study of vaccinated versus partially vaccinated? Whatever the answers are, let's just put to rest once and for all these crazy anti-vaccine people. And the guy said, sure, he'd do the study. And he did the study, but he refused to publish it. So they actually went to him and they had a dinner meeting and they recorded him saying, yes, the study shows that vaccinated kids have more damage, but I could never publish that. I'll be out of a job tomorrow. They have him saying that on tape. It's really sad that our scientists feel so pressured to toe the party line. I had people coming up to me every day and they say, why don't you a believer in the flu shot? And I tell them, well, okay, here's a study that was done that looked at the flu efficacy in Great Britain and looked at 78 million cases. And the answer was, it didn't cut down mortality. It didn't cut down hospitalizations. And it increases the risk. We know this from the Department of Defense. I guess it's the Department of War now. We know from the study published in 2019 that if you get the flu shot, it increases your risk of getting COVID and RSV. So people come up to me and they ask about the pneumonia shot. And I tell them, well, here's a study. And again, it's hard to get these studies published in America, but here's a study that looks at the COVID shot. And it was published in the journal Vaccines. And it was published in 2024. So it's not brand new. I mean, it's not so crazy. Effectiveness of the 23-valent pneumococcal vaccine, preventing pneumonia, especially in older people, no benefit. So we're not going to get help by taking a new pill or getting a new shot. You're going to get helped by working on your health. Eat better, sleep better, manage your stress, use newer techniques. Don't be stuck in the 1980s where medicine is stuck. Find out people have new things, study them for yourself, and try them. How do you know it's going to work? Oh, it's a big scam. Why don't you go and try it yourself, whether it's red light, whether it's the deep, whether it's the newbie.
Yeah.
This is your health. You deserve the chance to try new things. Don't be afraid just because it's not covered by insurance. You and your body will tell you if it's working.
Doc, we got to go to break, one last break. And actually, I was just going to add to that and say, yeah, come see us. It's funny. We had a couple people come in the past month, 2 months, saying, I just thought you guys were a total scam, but so-and-so talked me into it. And now, fortunately, we can't get rid of them, nor do we want to, because they're realizing this is a community. We care. We have the stuff. We're going to make you feel better to the best of our ability. We got to go to break. We got one more segment, a very short segment coming up. So lots to say. Dave, take us out to break. We'll be right back, folks. All right, folks, we're back for the last segment of Your Health Matters, and this is our last show. We're going to miss doing this, but, you know, radio brought us together. Technology keeps us close. Here's how you stay on this journey with me. I want you to go to carlsterling.net. That goes to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, okay? Go to carlsterling.com. Get signed up for our services. we are going to make a difference for you, and it won't break your bank. Elizabeth, I have to thank you, because since you joined me a year ago, June, on this show, you brought so much to this. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And we're going to continue together interviewing people on the podcast.
I know.
And Dr. Joe's going to take out the show in a minute, but I have more to say. Okay, reach out. We answer. We care. We will help you. You're not meant to do this alone. Community helps heal. Compassion heals. We have compassion. Movement heals. Get moving. We're building a community that refuses to give up. And if today inspires you on, you take that next step, go to carlsterling.com, Carl with a K. Contact us. Send a message. Book the visit. Your transformation is waiting for you. You're stronger than your diagnosis. You're braver than your fears. You deserve a life filled with joy and purpose. And you are needed in this world. There are people who need you. Okay? To strangers, to loved ones, and especially to yourself. Every sunrise is an invitation. Move a little more, laugh a little louder, behave a little, believe a little deeper, love a little harder. Your story is not over. It's not even close. This might be my final broadcast on this station, but the mission continues. Okay. So thank you for listening. Thank you to the listeners for listening, for supporting us, for tuning in. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for caring. Thank you for being you. This is Carl Sterling. We're going to be signing off. But Dr. Joe's got some stuff to say, and Dr. Joe, I want you to take it out, my brother. Thank you for joining us.
Carl, how do you beat an ending like that? That's just magnificent. But I was going to say the exact same things. People, it's about love. It's about forgiveness. It's about finding your purpose in life. And Carl may not be broadcasting on this frequency, but he's still broadcasting on all the frequencies that are important. And find that love, find that community, and enjoy that and let it grow. That may food be thy medicine, let medicine be thy food, and keep looking for people like Carl that have open hearts and open minds. God bless, and let's see on the other side.
And people like you, Doc, you're the freaking man. I got to tell you, you're just one of a kind. Love you like a brother. You just set this show up for success by raising the bar high. It was hard shoes to follow, but I got to tell you, I'm honored to have been here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, everybody, for listening. CarlSterling.com. Carl with a K. Go there. Sign up.
The proceeding was a paid program by Carl Sterling. The content of this show is that of Carl Sterling and does not represent the views of this station or iHeartMedia. Some of the information contained in this program has not been approved by the FDA, nor is it intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. Information has been for general information only, and before considering anything discussed, you should contact your doctor or primary care physician.